So what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Robert. If this is your first time tuning in. So today we're going to come to you with another unconventional side hustle, another way to make some extra money. So this side hustle is one that I kind of ended up needing services of. So that's the reason I thought it was a good idea to make a video on it. And this one's mainly going to be for women, but if you are a guy, you know how to do this as well. You could do it too. There are some guys that do this commercially or as a actual job for a company, so you can do it as well. I guess I have a cousin who may be able to know how to do this as well. That's also a male, but it's mainly pertaining to females. So the side hustle we're going to be talking about today is alterations, or anything to do with sewing. Now, how this kind of came about, how I got this idea, is because I had a suit that was a little bit too long from the pants and from the sleeves, and I wanted to get it fitting just right. So in order to get that done, sorry, I had to burp, you need to alter the length of the suit with the pants and the jacket. So luckily I do have a cousin, a female cousin, who actually does this as a small business, and it's a pretty good little side hustle. Depending on how much you know, kind of just talking to her a little bit, depending on how much work has to be done, obviously determines the price, just like anything else. So for little simple alterations, you know, she can charge anywhere between $30 to $50 depending. And a lot of the materials she can get are from Mexico. So as you know, Mexico is a lot cheaper than buying those materials, those same materials, in the United States. So it cuts down on her cost, which means she can add that profit to her bottom line. So that's why I was like, you know what, that's actually a pretty good little side hustle, especially if you already have a sewing machine and you know how to do this stuff. It's a good little side hustle. You can make some extra money. Now I'll quickly talk about how she does this. So she actually does this commercially. I'm not going to say what company she works for, but she does this for a, I'll tell you right now, it's a car manufacturer. She does this for a car manufacturer. She does the seats. She sews all the seats together and all the leather portions or parts of vehicles. So that's what she does as a job. Outside of her job, she has her own small business where she can, you know, do alterations to dresses, wedding dresses, suits, jeans, clothes, all different types of stuff. So it's a good little side hustle for her because she does this commercially for a business already, and then she already has all the equipment and the knowledge on how to do this stuff. So again, for people who have the equipment, this is right up your alley. Now I know not everybody has a sewing machine and they are a little bit pricey, but if you're looking to get into this and take it a little bit more seriously, obviously getting a sewing machine is going to be important. Not only getting the sewing machine, but getting the knowledge and the skills to use a sewing machine and know how to, again, I don't do this for a living, but I know it's important about the seams, the different types of materials and how to work with the materials. This is all knowledge that you will need to know. Now again, I don't do this, so I don't know, you know, the details, but for someone who is going to be doing this, it's probably a good idea to be learning how to work with different types of materials. So got a lot of cattle poop out here. One of the cows got loose. A lot of cattle poop. Sorry, getting off track, but anyways, like I was saying, you can make some pretty good money doing this as a little side hustle aside from your job, because not a lot of people know how to do this stuff, and probably moving forward, less and less people will actually know how to do this as well. So it's not a bad side hustle to get into. Again, you know, that's just the way things are going now. It's getting more and more difficult to find people who are tradesmen, you know, people that know different trades And aside from just that, I don't know if you would group sewing and knitting into a trade, but tradesmen are getting harder to find, along with people who know how to work with their hands, in this case with a sewing machine and knowing how to do alterations. Things like that are just getting more and more difficult to find. I know a lot of people are going into computers, and so finding a good person that knows alterations is getting harder. But yeah, again, aside from that, dresses, she said that dresses she does charge more. And again, depending on how much work she has to do for the dresses kind of determines the price. It can get into the hundreds if she's going to be doing a lot of work for it. Simple little alterations, you know, typically around 30 bucks. Kind of depends on the material, what she has to do. But again, you're not spending, you know, a full day doing this stuff, and you're making decent money aside from your job. This is a good little side hustle. You can actually put a little bit of money into the bank account. So now real quickly, I'll kind of give you some tips on how I see that she and others get business for their alteration business. Most of them join local city groups. For us, you know, there's different cities around us. They'll join those groups, post their services and what they offer on those groups, and that's typically how they get clients. Now, aside from that, you can always just post on Facebook, Instagram. You can even create an Instagram page if you do really unique outfits, fits. Real quickly, kind of off topic, well, same topic, just a little bit different. You can even make like cheerleader outfits for like little girls, jerseys for little boys, and things like that. During the sporting season, parents go crazy for this stuff. They will pay for this stuff. They get a lot of orders for these types of things, especially like little cheerleader outfits. The parents go crazy for it. And yeah, there's usually a laundry list of people placing orders for things like that. So yeah, but again, on Facebook, god dang, I thought it was a snake. It scared the shit out of me. Saw that. Anyways, like I was saying, yeah, so people will place orders. There's usually a lot of orders for things like that. Typically people will go all out for their kids. So during the seasons, as you know, cheerleading and football starts to get underway, typically you'll get a lot of orders for things like that. But aside from that, you can also post business cards at your local convenience stores or other locations where a lot of local people shop. I'm sure a lot of people in your area are probably looking for a good seamstress or a person who can do alterations. A lot of times, you know, we get clothing that doesn't fit correctly, and everyone's scrambling to find somebody to fix it. So I hope this information was useful, helpful, and informational. Without further ado, be careful, be good, take care, and God bless. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.